Hi guys, it's Sarah from the Lemon Rose 9314, and today I am talking about Scream Queens because I haven't been talking about Scream Queens ever since its first episode because I've been trying to find out the mystery. Season 1, episode 2 sucked. I didn't want to talk about it. It was horrible. I didn't like it whatsoever, and I'm like, okay, maybe my dad's right. Maybe the show isn't good. And then I was like, you know what? I'll go into season 1, episode 3, and episode 4 because it was a Halloween special for Scream Queens. So we get into that, and I'm like, okay, wow, this is interesting. The show is getting better. So while I was watching the show, I'm picking out a couple of key points. This is more like a review / theories video. So if you're not caught up with Scream Queens yet, if you haven't seen any of the new episodes 1 through 5, I would suggest you turn away now. Episode 1 through 4. 1 through 4, 1 through 5. I don't know what episode we're on at the moment. But if you haven't seen those, I was just turning away from this video so I could talk about my theories and review a little more because this is gonna spoil the shit out of some people. So bye non-spoiler people. So things about these episodes that I've actually liked, that have actually confused these episodes that actually confuse me about who the killer is. And then here's the thing, I think it's something totally outrageous. Outrageous knowing Ryan Murphy, it's never really what you expect. What if it turns out to be the candle blogger? Ooh, that'd be an interesting theory. So that's one of my theories, is that it's a candle blogger, Jennifer, because just out of the blue, this girl is brought in by the head, Dean Munch. So they might be working together, that's a theory. Dean Munch might be one, and so will Jennifer the candle blogger, because I never really see her. She's kind of out of sight most of the time. It would really make sense. And Predator Les, which we now know as Sam, before she was killed, said, "I knew it was you," so Sam must have known who it was. And the only person that Sam really gets close to is Chanel number 3 and Jennifer the candle blogger and Grace. So there's another. Grace might be the devil. Who knows? I mean, I know it's not very, theory-like, but it's another theory that Grace actually might be the Red Devil. Red Devil in cahoots with the other Red Devil. Which is why now the Red Devils have targeted Grace so far. But here's where my theory gets crazy, because this is my top conspiracy theory. So let's get on. Oh wait, wow, yeah, we gotta talk about how freaking what's her face? I don't remember her name. She's the one dating Grace's dad. I gotta look up her name. One moment. This will only take a second. Let's see. Name escapes me at the moment. Jamie Lee Curtis, Nick Jonas. Gigi, there we go. So who else was surprised that Gigi and the Red Devil knew each other, which it fits into this conspiracy theory of mine, so it kind of makes sense. Okay, going back to the bathtub incident, we have all these girls, right? Like, we have 5 girls. But what if, just saying, what if the reason why this particular Kappa pledge stuff is happening is because all these Cap sisters are the daughters of are legacies of the girls who were there that night. It's up. Obviously, that's why they're getting tortured. You know, they all have, their mothers all had something to do with this murder, quote unquote murder. And I'm going into real sorority row shit, so, let's continue with that theory, because Ryan Murphy is not opposed to using ghosts in his stories. So let's move on. Okay, moving on to my fan theory, my biggest one, is that all the people that were there that night are mothers of the current sorority people. AKA Chanel #1 is the daughter of the woman who's literally responsible for that one girl getting killed, which is, I think, Grace's mother. I think Grace is the baby in the bathtub, either that, or, freaking Chanel is the baby in the bathtub. Either one of those two could have been the baby in the bathtub. So Chanel's mother is either the dead girl in the bathtub, or she is the daughter to the person who said, well, we're gonna go dance a waterfalls, just keep her quiet, keep her here. So, #1, okay. Okay, that's girl #1. #2 is Lea Michele. It's like, I know this might be crazy out there theory, but Hester's mother is a girl who is holding the baby who watches her die, which is why freaking Hester has an obsession about being Chanel, because she wants to kill her, because it was her mother's fault that one woman died. One woman died. I know it's a crazy theory, but stay with me. Okay, so Hester's mother is the girl who was holding the baby, and, of course, whatever. It's a crazy theory, I know, just crazy. But it's also trippy, because it's like, well, that's why Chanel, I keep on calling her Chanel because she's Chanel #6, but that's why Hester is probably all going like, you know what, I want to be Chanel, I want to take over her life, yada yada yada, yada yada yada. Let's see, another girl, there was another blonde chick there, she was kind of behind the other blonde chick. It wasn't the girl who got killed off in the last episode, but as you know, some of you may have heard, Chanel #5's mother, it's either Chanel #3 or Chanel #5, it's one Anna Sophia Robb played. So Anna Sophia Robb's character told Chanel, the other Chanel, well, my mother, the only reason I got in because my mother was a legacy. What if her mother was also there that night? So here's where my theory gets really crazy. Okay. So they're all trying to get rid of this body. Gigi doesn't know, Gigi knows what happened. She figured it out by Lea Michele's mother, because they were good friends. But the reason why Gigi would be involved in this is because this girl the girl who died in the bathtub is her best friend. Which is why Gigi is so hell-bent on getting revenge on all the sorority girls. And that's why she's all like, no, we have to do this, you know. It might be one of the girls, it could be, like I said, it could be Grace. It could also be Grace, because it would make sense it was Grace, because it's like a plot twist, no one would ever see Grace. Grace knows that. Okay, here's another crazy theory, but we'll get on to that another thing. Okay, so these girls, we don't really see how they got the body in and out of that thing. So what if Denise Henfield was there that night, saw them carrying the body into the car or something, which would explain why she wants to be a police officer in the first place. But I also have this crazy theory that Denise is Zayde's mom, because we never really hear about Zayde's mom. I don't know if she's dead or not, but what if Denise had a daughter gave her up for adoption, another woman took her. And that would be another crazy theory. So all in all these sorority girls have something in common. They're all a part related to a legacy, which is why, like we saw in another episode, is that all these girls moved and changed their names, or they died, So what if, just like, stick with me here, I know it's hard to believe, but what if all the mothers changed their names, and they're all really Kappa Tau legacies, who were there that night when the girl got murdered. Grace knows it. Now here's another thing. Grace and Gigi are working together. Grace doesn't want her dad involved in it because Grace is playing a part. She doesn't want her dad to know, so she sends Gigi to seduce her dad, which is why her dad's at most of this, and yada yada yada. And Gigi is the other Red Devil, so it'd be Gigi and Grace being the Red Devil. Both the Red Devils. So there you guys have it. That was my fan theory. I know it's crazy and confusing, but to me it made a lot of sense. I mean, why is this specific pledge class being targeted? It's because they're all the daughters of legacies. But specifically the legacies who let the girl bleed out in the bathtub, which was Grace's mom. And Grace is the Red Devil because she wants revenge for her mother's death. And so is Gigi because Gigi was best friends of her mom. But comment down below and let me know some of your conspiracy theories because I'm really interested in hearing them. So comment down below, let me know. Bye guys!